All right, we got a Kentucky bourbon barrel, imperial milk stout. Beautiful bottle, beautiful cap, lid, a little horsey on top. Shout out to Thoroughbreds. 12% alcohol, 12 fluid ounces, 1-to-1 ratio. Quality ratio, brewed and packaged by Lexington Brewery and Distilling Company. Looks like they make this in Lexington, Kentucky. Shout out to George Clooney, as well as Grand Rapids, Michigan. Shout out to Floyd Mayweather. Let's give this puppy a crack. Like this little glass, mixed between a pint, snifter. Great size, hand fitted. Smells bourbony, looks milky, stouty, looks stouty. Since 1999, been doing this 27 years down in Lexington. Handmade, enjoy cold, that's why we just brought it in from the snow outside. Gotta keep it cool. The beer of bourbon country. No better place in the world than bourbon country. Greenest place on earth. Cheers. Beautiful, not nearly as strong as you might expect at 12%. Very smooth. May look like a Guinness, but a lot lighter body, lighter volume. Let's give it a... Got this in a Create Your Own 6-pack in Wegmans, Chestnut Hill. Incredible deals. Max of 2 of these. They know what they're doing. Or maybe not, if they let you get 2 and 6. Yeah, this is lovely. Especially at 12%, aged in bourbon barrels. You get a nice little bourbon finish, but it goes down smooth, like a stout. I'm not quite sure about the milk stout, and I'm not sure where the milkiness comes in. But yeah, I mean, 12%, 12 ounces, value. Life's all about value. But I really just love all the horses on here. I mean, great bottle, incredible cap. Where'd the cap go? Great cap. I think they got that sticker on there, but yeah, 4-pack of these bad boys. Hey now. I actually didn't realize this glass held so much. I imagine you serve this in a snifter. That's what the bar would cheap you with. Probably wouldn't give you the full 12 ounces. Wouldn't want to overserve you on your first drink. Yeah, delicious. Not quite sure the rating scale. You know, how many of these can you really drink, or should you really drink? Would you really want to drink? But I guess if, you know, you're building your own 6-pack, would you put 6 of these in there? They only serve them, I believe, in 4-packs. So that may not even be an apples to apples comparison, or in this case, corn to corn comparison for the bourbon aficionados. Handmade. Not quite sure how a beer is handmade, but I'll take their word for it. Yeah, I'll definitely get this again. Even if it didn't taste good, you know? 1-to-1 ratio, 12 ounces, 12 ABV. Definitely a great dinner drink. Pairs well with anything you eat. Probably pairs the best with a meat, maybe a barbecue, maybe a pork, maybe some rib tips. Great Christmas beer. Because Christmas sales suck anyway, so this would be just great because there's snow outside. Like there's snow outside now. Easy way to keep it cold. Just throw your beers right in the snow. It's not going to freeze them. Unless you leave them out every night. But yeah, beautiful bottle. Beautiful pour. Could probably pass as a Coca-Cola, honestly, too, you know? Put a few ice cubes here, drink it at work. Wouldn't condone it, but would not. Yeah, definitely a two-star beer on the Michelin scale. Repeatable, drinkable, lovable. I've never been the biggest fan of the caramel foam. Looks more like like a nitro cold brew. More prefer the Guinnessy, the lighter foam. But I guess the 12% ABV really kills off some of the foam. Only strong survive. But wow, for a 12%, my goodness, this goes down smooth. You know, you drink some IPAs that low 7s that are a little more punchier than this, and not really looking for that, you know? Want to be drinkable, want to drink it, want to enjoy it. Steph, am I missing anything that I should like say about a beer? Wow, and in Grand Rapids, Michigan, where they brew this, they'll give you 10 cents back for the bottle. So nothing better than getting paid to drink, you know? Professional drinker. So I guess, yeah. What else did? Massachusetts paying me 5 cents to drink this where we are now. Shout out to Needham. Go Rockets. But yeah, solid 2-star Michelin. 2-star stout. Don't quite have a stout scale. But it's definitely worth filling up a glass. Toasting. Cheers. For good measure, you know? All right, that was silly. Outtakes. Damn, this does not taste like a 12%. But yeah, man. I think the best thing about this is how you could pass it off as coffee. Put a few ice cubes in here. Tell your boss you got a cold brew. Maybe. Look at that. Just volume, just body, just base, depth. Voluptuous. Earthly. Earthly. Earthly is a good word for this. Earthly. Yeah, you get the toffee notes. Smells bourbony. Doesn't look it. But you know, it's almost like a bourbon and Coke in a bottle. Beautiful. And shout out to Lexington.